What is going on, my YT gang? This is your boy Rio, and welcome if you are new to the channel. Now today, to all my Atlanta Falcons fans, we got to talk about this. We got a very big game coming up Sunday night against the Minnesota Vikings. We all seen what they did last week. They found a way to pull off a very big and important win against the Chicago Bears, which is a divisional game. We saw McCarthy. He struggled a little bit in the first half, but then he came out in that fourth quarter and just rallied his team around and found a way to get the win, in which we all know they got a level of confidence right now. And they're going to bring that over to this game for sure, especially considering the fact that they're going to be in their own backyard. So, yeah, we got some work to do. We got a lot of work to do when it comes to this game. Now, the thing that I am ready to see the most is this battle between these two young quarterbacks. Now, we all know they got history with each other, in which they played each other in the national championship a couple of years ago, in which it didn't end too well for Michael Penix. It was a blowout, but it's okay. That was then, this is now. But I think when it comes to these two quarterbacks, I really feel like it's going to boil down to who's going to be able to handle the pressure the most and who's going to make the better decisions with the football. When we look at the Minnesota Vikings defense, we already know they are built different, okay? This is a very good defense that Michael Penix is about to get ready to face, in which it's going to be a long night for him. I'm not going to lie. It is. Because they're going to be doing a good job at disguising the blitz. They're very good at it, okay? And I know they're going to do this to Michael Penix. They're going to disguise the blitz a lot. They're going to show blitz and then drop back and turn it into a zone coverage or even a man coverage. I mean, this defense is something serious, man. They are able to make a good quarterback look like an average quarterback in any given game. Any given game. And I know for sure they're going to definitely, knowing that Michael Penix is a young quarterback, they're going to bring the blitz. They are, which he's going to have to deal with that all night. It's going to be a long night for him. But I feel like, in a sense, it could be an advantage in his favor. If they are blitzing like that, if he's able to find those holes, he can make them pay for it. But that means he's going to have to rely on his legs a lot more than he did in the first game. But I feel like if he does that, it's going to make them pay. And they're going to have to respect his legs and kind of pull back on the blitz a little bit. But at the same time, we can't solely rely on Michael Penix and his arm or his legs. We got to find a way to develop this running game. It got to be there. Because if not, if all they got to focus on is Michael Penix, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad day for the offense. So I really feel like they have to. It's very important to develop the run. If not, if they cannot develop it, they got to find a way to get Bijan the ball regardless. Put him out there on the island. Do a swing pass. We seen what he did. Like I told y'all in the last video about the Falcons against the Buccaneers game. We see what he can do in the open field. So you got to make sure that you get the ball to your playmakers, especially considering the fact that we don't know if Drake London or Mooney going to be playing in this upcoming game or not. So it's going to be very important to make sure we get the ball to Bijan Robinson throughout the whole game. I was going to say for most of the game, but really, realistically, we got to get it in his hands all the time. But like I said, when it comes to Michael Penix Jr., I feel like he can change the dynamic of the game through his legs. But we're just going to have to wait and see what the game plan is for him. Now, when it comes to our defense, I like what I see in them, okay? There are a lot of young players flying around, getting aggressive. I love it. I love what I saw against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but, you know, there's still things that we need to work on. When it comes to my boy Watts, I love that young guy. I love him. That man is very aggressive. He's fast. He flies around. I wish he could have came down with a couple of those interceptions that he dropped, but it's all good. It's all good. He going to get right. We know he going to get right. But I think they're going to have to put a whole lot of pressure, a good amount of pressure on J.J. McCarthy. If you look at the Bears game, if you did watch it, he was a little uncomfortable with that pressure, all right? And I think, honestly, that's why he threw that interception. So, clearly, at the end of the day, yes, he had a good quarter in the fourth quarter, the last game against the Bears, but he's still young. He got a lot to learn. And I think when it comes to our defense, if we're able to get that pressure on him, we really need to get some sacks. I do feel like we're going to have to sack him a couple of times, all right? Because that will really get him bothered. And looking at how he threw that interception in the last game, if we continue to put that pressure on him, I feel like he's going to do the same thing. Because like I said, he's still young. He's still figuring it out. So that is an advantage when it comes to our defense. But like I said, the biggest thing I'm ready to see is the battle between these two young quarterbacks in which they got some respect for each other. Let's take a look at Michael Penix Jr. on what he had to say about J.J. McCarthy. Take a look.
In general, like your relationship with him because you're the same draft class too. I mean, do you have one with him or anything like that?
Yeah, man. JJ, he a cool person. Good guy off the field as well. Obviously on the field, you see what he can do. But I train with him as well. Pre-draft, all that prep. I was training. I was with him every day. So getting to know him a little bit. He's a genuine guy, and a guy that can make football plays. So.
What was your impression of the way that he played on Monday?
He showed heart. He showed heart. Even whenever it might not have been pretty, whenever early on in the game, he might didn't play how he wanted to, but he continued to keep fighting, keep bouncing back, and was able to help them win that game towards the end of the game. So it was good to see that.
I really can't wait for this game. I really can't. It's a Sunday night game. It's the primetime event, and I think Michael Penix Jr. gonna show us some stuff we ain't seen yet. He gonna surprise us. I really do feel like that. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Do y'all think we're going to pull it off when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings? Do we have a lot to worry about? Or am I just thinking too hard about the situation? Get down in them comments below and let me know how y'all feeling about this situation. I got to get up out of here, guys. I love y'all. I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. Yeti.